John McElroy, and I'm one of your hosts at the Florida Aviation Network. We are broadcasting live and in the clear from the terminal building at Sebring Airport during the U.S. Sport Aviation Expo 2018. We are flying into the future. I'd like to introduce my next guest, driver of the Batmobile. Can you believe that?
Oh yeah, I'm a lucky guy.
Lucky guy, you
Yeah.
kidding me?
It's a good job.
People will recognize that vehicle anywhere around the planet, but then they don't know much about you, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to introduce you to the
All right,
world.
okay.
So welcome to the show.
All right, thanks for having
Are
me.
you enjoying yourself at the expo?
Oh, absolutely. This is a fun time. Great weather, good people out here, a lot of fun things to do. Very interesting place, so I'm having a good time.
So who are you here with?
I'm actually here with my dad. We're a team. He flies the original Batcopter, and I am the driver of the Batmobile.
I just find that to be the coolest words ever spoken. I am the driver of the Batmobile. And that's always been a great event during any air show that I've ever been to. I was talking with your dad earlier, and I got to tell you, I don't think you realize it when you're out doing your thing, but when your dad comes along and takes over the skyline, and here you come on the horizon with the Batmobile,
Yeah.
The entire airport shuts down and all eyes are on you with what's going on. What's that feel like?
I mean, it's really an amazing feeling. Every time I do it, it never gets old. Having a good time, having fun with my dad, doing what we love to do. We are aviators, but we're also car people, enthusiasts. We love it all. So, that's what's so great about being here at this Sebring is that you have racing cars and aircrafts. So it's a match made in heaven.
Well, I've got to go there because I got to know how many of the guys who are driving over at the racetrack have come over and said, tell me that's had to have already
Oh yeah,
happened, right?
absolutely. I mean, we're getting all kinds of people
Are you
coming over
taking
from the
them up on
raceway.
it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You're going to go over?
I mean, I would love to go over there. That would be just amazing. But
So he flies in from the West Coast and he's looking at the racetrack and he realizes he's looking at the old runway. And here you are in the car. How did you come in?
I wanted to go on the track with the car, of course.
Right? Well, I think we could probably put that together.
That would be fun. That
You
would be a
got
good
people,
time.
I got people.
Yeah, we
Like
can
to
make
see
it
that.
happen.
Wouldn't
Oh
that be
yeah.
fun?
Oh yeah,
All
absolutely.
right. Who's going to win?
It's the Batmobile. I got a bag of tricks. They got to be careful out there.
I see that. When you have a parachute on the back of your vehicle, that says a few things
Yeah,
to people,
absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, tell us a little bit about your act. How do you come into what's going on there? What are you thinking about when you're out there? Give me a day-to-day sort of perspective. Here you are, you're in your uniform, you jump in, and what's that like?
Well, first off, it's the safety briefing is the number one. That is the first and foremost that we take care of. And then we plan on, we talk to each other of what kind of airport, the layout of it, and then we gear up, count down, and get to going, and then it's all about focusing on what he's doing and matching his flight pattern to my driving pattern.
Choreography.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Great.
And then and having a good time doing it. That's the good time.
A pilot's got wind and 3D to worry about. You're working down here in 2D. How does that change up? I've always been curious. Here he's having to work it in a different way, and it's not always the same.
Absolutely.
How does that go?
I can drive anywhere, anyway. That's no problem. What we try to focus on are the winds. So what are the winds for the day? What kind of routine are we gonna do for the day, depending on the wind?
Oh, you've got several to choose from. Then.
Yeah,
Okay.
we gotta fly the wind. So.
Well, so it's the two of you. Who's backing you guys up?
Well, we always got our ground crew. We always got our our wives, our brothers, our family members.
It's a family affair.
Yeah, always having it. That's the time. That's what we're here to do is have fun too and have family around and friends. And the number one thing is have fun. And that's what you want to do in life, right?
I heard you were in Oceania.
Oh, Oceania, that was great. That was a good time. That was a big hit there.
Look at the look on his face.
The jets, the atmosphere, the people there. It was just a good time. Being on the base, that was really a good highlight.
Isn't that amazing? The F-22 and the F-35 is
yeah.
The latest and greatest. And here you guys show up. And like I said, you don't even look at those other things. They're watching you guys. Can you believe that?
Yeah, it's nice that we can go from the young crowd to older crowd, bringing back nostalgia of the Batman. But then, Batman's big with everybody. So, it's fun to teach the younger generation that doesn't know about original Batman too.
So do you ever get the grumble voice and, do you ever break out like, hey,
of course,
give me something to drink?
You gotta have fun with it, you know. Always having fun with the Batman. We always got the Batman music playing around us. You know, I hear that in my sleep. No, 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 no.
Of course.
You know?
Right?
So you
I
know,
think you could go anywhere in the world. Have you done that? Have you been around the world? Where's the strangest place somebody started singing that to you?
Japan.
Oh,
They
crazy.
love in Japan. They absolutely love Batman over there, and so like over there, and they come over there and they don't speak English, but yet they can sing the song, and of course it has its own Japanese ring to it, but
Did you learn that version?
sort of.
That would
I
have
tried.
been a lot of fun.
I tried.
Have you been other Asian cities like is China?
Oh
open up to
yeah,
that?
Taiwan.
You went to Taiwan,
Yeah,
nice.
Taiwan, China. Well, we travel all over the world, and they, Batman is everywhere, and they love it.
South America.
South America,
Africa.
Africa. We were in South Africa. Yep.
Oh, you went to Cape Town.
Cape Town. Yeah.
Love it.
That was a good time.
Did you cruise it up to Table Mountain?
No, we got to be careful when we cruise the Batmobile too. So it's usually just in secured areas.
I do love Cape Town.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. Well, that must have been a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
loving it.
Well, where was one of your favorite destinations? Japan sure sounded like fun, and Oceania here in the States. Where else?
I mean, with the Batmobile and the Batcopter, we've been all over the place. And, some of the highlights in our career, as my career driving the Batmobile, was doing the Daytona Motor Speedway. I got to lead the parade lap.
Wow.
When they did the car show there. And then Atlanta Motor Speedway, I got to drive on that. So, and I got to do it with, I got to take my little brother with me one time, and he talked about that for years at school, about driving the Batmobile at the Speedway. And it was just a good time.
That's a 25-and-a-half-year difference in age, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So he's just a little guy.
He's just a little guy, yep. Yep.
So he has street cred in kindergarten.
Oh, yeah.
now.
Yeah. The teacher didn't believe him at first when he told him that I was driving the Batmobile. So it was good, and that was really fun, And so that's what the fun and joy of having the Batmobile and doing what we get to do with my father and family affairs. It's having a good time,
Well, I believe it. Just talking with you and hanging out and having seen that. So if you haven't seen it, you've got to come here to the expo and check it out. This is a great location. Everybody's having a good time, and these guys are going to be flying later on and putting on their show. And again, you just don't want to miss it. It's a lot of fun to hang out with you. Well, what are some of the things that you like to share when you've got that moment? You're, the microphone's in your hand like you have right now, and you have a message sometimes. What is that? What is that thing? You mentioned safety. You mentioned having a good time. You mentioned
absolutely.
the nostalgia of it all. What else? Anything?
Yeah, the number one thing that I always say is have fun, live in the moment, be with family, and stay in school, stay sharp, and work towards your goals, and have fun doing it.
When you were in school and your dad was working on this, were you kind of heads down in school, or were you more interested in being with him at those moments? Like, people are going to watch this and they're going to look and, look at where they are, and they, want to live their dream. So where were you in that moment?
Well, you gotta go. You have to go to school, and you have to put your head down and focus on school and do your schoolwork so that you can move further and do what you want to do.
So you did that.
You did that, but also
Good.
you gotta have the fun and also go out and have the adventures. Growing up with your dad and your family, and I wanted to always do that, but I knew he always told me, got to go to school, focus, and then we can work and have fun. Now that I'm out of school and stuff, now it's go time, having fun,
Well, and you fly as well?
Yes, sir.
So what do you like to fly?
Of course, helicopters.
The Batcopter.
The Batcopter, absolutely.
And are you fixed wing rated as well?
I'm working on it. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
How far along is that?
I'm getting there. I got 20 hours. I've been focusing on rotorcraft. So.
Are you interested in some of the offerings here up and down the flight line? Here
Oh,
at the
absolutely. I like
expo?
it all. I mean, anything aviation up in the sky, on the ground, that has a motor, engine, I like it all.
Got it. Totally get it.
Yeah.
Well, we only have about 30 seconds left in our moments together, so I just want to thank you so much for being here with us on the Florida Aviation Network. It's been a pleasure having you, talking about your passion along with your family and your father. It's been really great. Thanks.
Oh, thanks for having us. I mean, we are so happy to be here. It's a beautiful place. Like I said, the combo between cars and aircraft here is it's beautiful here, and it's having a good time. We got drone racing out there. That's a new thing coming around, and that's really interesting, and all the fun aircraft and activities here. It's a good time.
I put your dad in the copter against the drones on the racetrack, and I put you in the Batmobile out there at the Sebring racetrack all
let's
day
do
long.
it.
And that's
Let's
what's
do it.
happening here in Sebring. and we are broadcasting live from the terminal building at Sebring, Florida. I'm John McElroy, one of your hosts for the Florida Aviation Network. Stay tuned for our next guest. Thank you.